From a devastating earthquake in Taiwan that shook entire cities and left buildings crumbling, to the terrifying avalanches in Le Grave, France, that engulfed mountain villages, and finally, the raging wildfires in California that consumed thousands of acres and forced mass evacuations. Here are 10 most shocking natural disasters caught on camera that will leave you speechless. It was a day to remember for the people of Catalonia, Spain. On August 30th, 2000, they were caught in a rare and violent hailstorm. Huge chunks of ice, some the size of baseballs, fell from the sky, surprising everyone on the ground. The storm started in the eastern part of the French Pyrenees and quickly grew stronger as it moved into Spain. It developed fast, and many people weren't ready for what came next. You could tell no one expected it. People were still out walking their dogs when the hail began. These icy balls measured between 10 and 12 centimeters across, making them some of the biggest ever recorded in that area. Some locals said they looked like tennis balls. Others compared them to frozen softballs. The storm caused injuries to at least 70 people, and sadly, a 1-year-old girl lost her life. Hail forms when strong winds push drops of water high into the clouds where it's freezing. Instead of falling right away, the drops stay in the clouds, growing bigger as more ice builds up around them. Once they become too heavy, gravity takes over, and they fall fast, often causing major damage on the ground. Wildfires can begin in many different ways. Some are caused by accidents or people being careless, while others come from natural events like lightning. But the car fire in 2018 wasn't caused by nature. It started from something much more ordinary. A recreational vehicle, RV, was driving along a highway in California when one of its tires went flat. The driver kept going, and the damaged wheel began to drag against the road. Sparks flew from the metal rim and landed in dry grass by the roadside, starting a fire. That small fire quickly grew out of control and spread across the land for days. In total, it burned 369 square miles in the Shasta area. Footage taken from a helicopter showed burned hills stretching out in every direction. But the most incredible moment wasn't just the fire itself. It was something called a fire whirl, captured on video during the blaze. This spinning column of fire, now known as the Reading Fire Whirl, is believed to be one of the largest ever seen. It reached up to 18,000 feet in the air and spun with wind speeds close to 143 miles per hour, which is about as strong as a Category EF3 tornado. By the time it was finally under control, the fire had destroyed 1,600 buildings, including nearly 1,100 homes. It took almost 5,000 firefighters to fight the flames. What started with one flat tire turned into a disaster that cost more than $1.6 billion to recover from. Dalhousie is a mountain town in the Chamba district of Himachal Pradesh, India. It sits around 6,400 feet above sea level and often gets heavy summer rain. This rain soaks the ground, which makes landslides more likely to happen at any time. On July 11th, 2011, people stood on a ridge near Dalhousie to watch a landslide happen. You can see a few small rocks fall first, but then something much bigger follows. Let's watch it again from another angle. This time, look closely at the cars on the right. They were almost caught in the landslide.
Oh, oh. 快啲啊！Live.
Now let's see that one more time from a different vantage point. This time, look at how close the cars on the right side of your screen come to getting caught in the landslide.
मोटरसाइकिल से मार रहा है देखो भागो क्या हुआ रोड बन गई अब जल्दी निकल जाओगे वो मोटरसाइकिल लेने जा रहा है पागलों तो मंदिर में घुस रहे हैं बेवकूफ.
From the rocks already on the road, it seems like there was another landslide earlier before filming started. It looks like the road was closed just in time before the second landslide hit. Sadly, we couldn't find much more info about this event. From what we see in the video, it doesn't seem like anyone got hurt. But we're sure the drivers had to turn around and go back the way they came. Nearly 8 million people live in Nantong, a city in China. On April 30th, 2021, they faced one of the worst thunderstorms in the city's history. Winds were stronger than 100 miles per hour. Boats flipped over, and trees were pulled out of the ground. Many people ran to find shelter, but some stayed outside and recorded the powerful storm. In the first video, you can see the wind pushing cars and flying objects, nearly hitting a man stuck on his motorcycle. The storm picked up anything that wasn't tied down and tossed it around. You can even see things flying like birds. In one area, all the trash cans were blown away. Other people in Nantong who were caught outside used anything they could find to protect themselves. Some used small yellow stools, but they didn't help much because the rain was blowing sideways. After the storm, video showed how much damage was left behind. Look at the cars parked near a wall made of concrete blocks. Many were destroyed. Sadly, 11 people died in eastern China from the storm, and 102 were hurt. One boat turned over, and 11 men fell into the water. 2 were saved, but 9 were still missing days later. No one knows for sure what happened to them. Tonga is a small island nation in the South Pacific Ocean, located about 400 miles southeast of Fiji. Officially called the Kingdom of Tonga, it includes 171 islands spread out across a massive area of ocean, around 270,000 square miles. Most of its 104,000 people live on the main island, Tongatapu. In January 2022, Tonga caught the world's attention when a large underwater volcano near its northern coast erupted. The volcano, named Hunga Tonga Hunga Hapai, didn't send out rivers of lava, but it did trigger a strong tsunami that reached every one of Tonga's islands. A video from the event shows just how destructive a tsunami can be, even when the waves aren't towering. From the safety of a rooftop, someone filmed a 1.2-meter wave smashing through a fence and flooding a yard. As the water spread across the coast, another wave rushed over a nearby road, adding even more damage. The day was a tragedy for Tonga. The tsunami disrupted communication and sadly took 4 lives. 2 of the victims were animal shelter workers who died while trying to save the dogs in their care. The effects of the tsunami weren't limited to Tonga. Waves from the eruption reached distant places like Peru and California. Experts later said the volcano's energy release matched 61 megatons of TNT, more forceful than the Tsar Bomba, the most powerful nuclear bomb ever tested. Within China's Yunnan province stands the spectacular Meili mountain range, a snow-covered formation belonging to the Nushan system. These peaks constitute part of the extensive Hengduan mountain group, connecting the Tibetan Plateau's southeastern regions with the Yunnan Guizhou highlands. Mount Kawagarbo dominates the range, reaching approximately 22,000 feet elevation. Tibetan locals regard this peak as sacred territory, making Kawagarbo forbidden to climbers. The mountain poses significant risks due to frequent avalanches thundering down its steep faces. On February 20th, 2000, 25 local hikers captured an avalanche on film. Initially, they enjoyed the spectacle with laughter, but soon found themselves fleeing desperately. Luckily, the avalanche struck uninhabited terrain, causing no injuries or major property destruction. The snow barrier had lost substantial power when it reached the hikers. Although they delayed seeking shelter, none faced genuine peril. Mountain avalanches have taken numerous lives historically. In 1991, a Japanese team tried ascending the summit despite strong objections from local Tibetan residents. Near the summit, a midnight avalanche descended the slope, killing all 17 climbers. Subsequently, fewer teams attempted conquering these peaks. In 2001, China prohibited all climbing ventures on Mount Kawagarbo and other sacred locations. The Southeast Asian region ranks among Earth's most seismically active territories. More than 80% of global seismic activity happens along the Pacific Ocean's perimeter, commonly called the Ring of Fire. Nations including Japan, Indonesia, and Thailand exist within this extreme hazard zone. On March 28, 2025, two strong earthquakes hit near Mandalay, Myanmar's second-largest urban center. The initial quake measured 7.7 on the Richter scale. A destructive 6.4 magnitude secondary tremor followed approximately 12 minutes afterward. Observe as crowds escape from a crowded marketplace only to see disaster unfolding nearby. The fallen structure was a 33-floor, high-rise framework operated through a joint partnership between Italy, Thailand, and China. More than 100 construction workers were present inside the building during its collapse, with many failing to escape. Various reports provide different casualty numbers. Some sources indicate up to 40 individuals died in the building's collapse. The majority were migrant laborers from Cambodia and Myanmar. On the morning of April 3, 2024, Taiwan's east coast experienced a powerful natural disaster. A strong earthquake with a magnitude of 7.4 shook the region near Hualien City just after 8 a.m. Not long after, more tremors followed, including one that measured 6.4 only 13 minutes later. It was the biggest earthquake to hit Hualien County in 25 years. The shaking set off more than 1,200 landslides, moving a total area of over 13 square miles. One of these landslides took place in the nearby mountains, where some workers managed to capture the moment safely on video. Scenes like this were common across Taiwan in the hours and days that followed. In just the first 24 hours, the island experienced 700 aftershocks, and by the middle of May, that number had grown to over 1,300. The disaster left 18 people dead, around 1,100 hurt, and 2 still missing weeks later. Even though the damage was serious, it could have been much worse. Taiwan has invested heavily in earthquake safety systems over the years. That's likely why, despite the power of the quake, most of the island's 23 million residents were not seriously affected. Le Grave is a ski area hidden deep in the French Alps. Unlike most ski resorts, this place doesn't have marked trails. It's considered off-piste, which means skiers are on their own when it comes to finding a safe path. Even more surprising, there are no official systems in place to control avalanches here, something you'd normally expect in high mountain areas. In March 2015, a group of friends headed up the mountain for a day of snowboarding and skiing. While taking a break on one of the slopes, they noticed snow breaking loose far away. At first, they seemed excited to witness an avalanche from a distance, but that excitement quickly turned into panic as they realized it was heading straight toward them. Within just 40 seconds, what started as a calm, sunny day turned into a scary situation. Luckily, the group was far enough away that only a light layer of snow reached them. Once it was over, they looked relieved and even joked about the experience afterward. Avalanches are common in the mountains, but being able to catch one this large on video, especially one moving right towards you. Tignes, France, is well known for having the longest ski season in Europe. It's where top skiers and snowboarders practice every year. You might find yourself riding a lift with a past or future Olympic athlete. Avalanches are a major concern for Tignes safety teams. On April 10th, 2018, a group responded to an early morning avalanche that had covered a tunnel entrance. While they were clearing it, another avalanche hit the mountain, making them leave their tools and flee for safety.
Oh, comme elle descend!
Là, regarde, c'est pas ça du tout. C'est un mille famille.
Ça arrive, ça arrive, ça arrive! Oh, les arbres!
Ouais, il va être bien, c'est pas. Non, non, attends, moi je passe pas ça, mais je vais le casser les. Je vais me faire un petit peu là.
Bah, ça redescend!
This video shows how serious avalanches can be. They happen fast and can kill around 150 people each year. 1 year earlier, a deadly avalanche in Argentina killed 4 snowboarders. And the season before that, 45 different avalanches killed 21 people. Experts say that many avalanches are started by the people caught in them or someone with them. That's why ski areas like Tignes sometimes set off avalanches on purpose when they see too much snow. Some reports don't agree on what caused this one. If it was planned, then someone forgot to tell the team working below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget the latest video. With that, thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.